it is there. It is your inner GPS, so to speak. It is the uncharted, but the uncharted GPS where Google has not mapped fully. That is your inner intuition, something that's not fully mapped. It's ever growing, ever evolving. It is completely uncharted. You're listening to the Uncharted Soul Podcast, a high vibe, noble show for the souls who want more in their life, relationship, and bank account. I'm your host, Cindy, and I refuse to play by the rules. I'm a clairvoyant medium and a master NLP practitioner. I'm also the founder of the Cindy Pate brand. So my mission is to show you that you have the power within you and that we are all truly intuitive souls. You want to learn more about your soul? Then you've come to the right place. Now let's begin. Guys, and welcome to another episode of the Uncharted Soul. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love our chats. I love talking to you and just talking everything soul related. It's quite awesome. So today, I know it's fun so strange because I kind of feel like I've gotten used to just diving into our sort of somewhat meditations, intention settings. But this episode, I feel like just diving fully into it, and I want to talk about intuition and what is being intuitive and intuition and what it actually not means, but I mean both sides, because I know like we've talked a little bit about it in the episodes and like my journey into being spiritual and being a medium, being clairvoyant, but I feel like we kind of need to just backtrack a little bit and talk a little bit about intuition and what actually it is. So as always, my little disclaimer, this is my viewpoint, my what I found on my journey, on my way, and it may be different for you, it may be slightly different, maybe the same, it may be whatever. Just take it from my viewpoint, from, it is what it is, okay? So, for me, intuition is your intuitive knowing. It's that gut feeling. It's that little voice inside. It is that inner knowing, inner hearing, inner understanding that you are just putting an amplifier to. So it's that little voice inside. It's your soul. It's your higher self. It's that knowing that has always been there. It's been there from birth. We are all born intuitive. Some of us are just born with a louder microphone. In some cases, as everyone knows, I'm a loud mouth. So it's like, she really came out of the loud mouth. But it's literally taking that inner knowing that's always been in the energy signature that's always been there and just putting a microphone to it and amplifying it. So it is, I'm going to go, and then we're going to play that have I ever, never game. When at any point or any situation or anything that may have happened, have you ever said, I got this feeling, like, I kind of feel like I shouldn't, or I kind of feel like this is not right for me. I kind of feel that this just doesn't sit well with me. That is your intuition. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. That is your intuition. That is your inner knowing coming out and making itself known. And the thing is, with everything going on in society and that voice has become a lot more silent, and it only most of the time raise itself like in really extreme situations and extreme things that it makes itself known. Like a good friend of mine, Michelle, and I won't fully tell her story because that is her story to tell. But she does talk about where she had that inner knowing and that inner voice telling her, guiding her not to go out on this one day, and she didn't listen to it, and there was consequences for that. And I'm not saying that with your intuition there's massive, there's consequences, but it's just an example of where the guiding force that you may have ignored previously made itself known, like really, really known. And from there, it's we all have a choice. We all have free will. We all have what we want to do. And we all have a choice of, are we going to listen to it or are we not? But it is there. It is your inner GPS, so to speak. It is the uncharted, but the uncharted GPS where Google has not mapped fully. That is your inner intuition, something that's not fully mapped. It's ever growing, ever evolving. It is completely uncharted. There's some aspects that some of us have delved into, but for the most part of it, it is all, it literally is. It's the big, great world out there that we don't know. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But your intuition is literally just you tapping into you and listening to what's going, reading the energy around you and going, what is it that I need to know in this moment? Or what is it that my higher self, my soul, is trying to tell me? Or what is it that spirit is trying to tell me in this situation? And the thing is, as I've said in previous episodes, that for those of you who haven't listened, spirit is always around us and always communication. And what you're doing is, with intuition, you are just being an open amplifier to pick up the frequencies of spirit around you. And what it actually is, it's getting yourself in a place that you're energetically aligned with them. And the way I explain your intuition, it's like a frequency on a radio. Or, well, okay, I know we live in a time now where we don't actually listen to radio, but let's look at it into like a streaming service or like Netflix or whatever. You need to all be on the same channel or on the same TV show or on the same program or the same streaming environment. For example, if you on like Amazon and Spirit's on Netflix, dude, you ain't gonna be like communicating with each other because you're on two different platforms. So what you do when you like use intuition, you get to a place where you're both on the same frequency, where you're on the same energetic vibration, where you're both on the same TV show, you're watching the same program. And when you're on the same frequency and the same calmness and stillness, and you raise your vibration to match that level, you start to hear more things. You start to pick up on what it is that they're saying, what it is that they want to bring forth, what it is that they want you to listen to. And that's why at times when things get really shitty or really dicey or really things, Spirit's like, oh, we got to get in there and like tell you this is what you got to do. So that's in times when it just like comes in, it's high vibe, it's quickly saying, their gut feeling comes in because we need to get this message across. But most other times in the day, you don't hear them, you don't realize that they're there or what they want to say, is because you're not at the same vibrational match for them. Everybody needs to be on the same page. And it's not just even with spirit, it's the same thing with anything in life. In order to effectively communicate with somebody, you need to be on the same, we've all said it, you need to be on the same communication wavelength. We say, you need to be on the same wavelength. You're not listening to me, you're not understanding me. And the other person screams, you're not listening to me, you're not understanding me, you're not seeing my viewpoint. Same as like when you have an argument, when you go, you're not on the same viewpoint and you're not seeing it my way and you're not communicating effectively. Same thing when it comes to your intuition. It is all about the energetics of intuition. And intuition, well and truly, is being on the same frequency, the same match with spirit, so that you can actually hear them. So, I know, all that intuition really is getting on the same frequency as those that you want to communicate with. There we go. There's the whole sales speech. Everything in a nutshell. The heading, everything. All it is getting onto the same frequency of those that you want to communicate with. And if you want to communicate with your soul, you need to get to a place where you can actually listen calmly and clearly, and as I'd say, a place of neutrality, a place of observation, where you can actually just listen to what your inner self wants to say, because it's so much time is spent on like the outside, going blah 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 blah, listening to all this chatter and talking whatever, And I know I'm gonna sound, honestly, and I'm like hanging my head, like shaking at this one, because I'm gonna sound like my mother and my grandmother. Oh, I know, just let's just take a minute to just breathe into the fact that I'm kind of feeling a little bit old and grey, yeah, because I'm gonna sound like my mother and my grandmother. Bless my grandmother's soul, because she has passed. But we've all heard our parents or grandparents have said this. I know, brace yourself. You are born with 2 ears and 1 mouth. So you need to listen more than you speak. I know. As I said it, I felt old. I felt old. But it is true. It's not a lie. It's not a joke or anything like that. And it's not them just trying to shut us up. In order to be an effective communicator, in order to receive intuition properly, in order to be concise and actually open up that channel really effectively and be a vessel for the information that is coming in, to be this container that's receiving message from Spirit, in order to be this container that's receiving the messages from self, in order to be the container to be an effective communicator, effective healer, effective wife, husband, daughter, employee, employer, in order to be an effective person, you need to use your ears more than you do your mouth. I know. On a podcast type, like YouTube channel, I'm saying this, and that's like just me talking. But hey, this is how I get to share information with you. You need to be open and listening to the information, everything that's around you, because the only way that you're going to understand that information that's coming into you in any way, shape, or form, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's through intuition, whether it's through Spirit, whatever it is when you open yourself up and put yourself on the vibration of actually listening, on the vibration and the energetic match for opening lines of communication. Most of the time that's coming from a place of neutrality and a place of observation, because then you're coming from a place of no judgment, no emotion, just purely being present in that moment. And I may just link it to the previous episode where I talk about that. Come from a place of neutrality and a place of just observation. That reminds me, note to self, got to do that. But coming from that place is where intuition starts from. Intuition is literally just opening yourself up to the energy and the frequency of that moment, so that you can communicate effectively and you can hear the information that is being told to you. Okay? So intuition is literally quieting down the chatter and the bullcrap and the nonsense going on, and actually just listening to the energy of that moment. Not 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever from now, just that moment. What is it that I'm hearing? What is it that I'm sensing? What is it that I'm seeing? What is it that I'm feeling? So what is it that I'm hearing? What is it that I'm seeing? What is it that I'm sensing? What is it that I'm knowing? And for a lot of us, a lot of you that may be listening to this, that are a little bit more knowing about Spirit and know that about the clairs, that literally is the clairs, what they talk about in intuition and mediumship and psychics, about clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentient, that kind of thing. It's your inner knowing, your inner seeing, your inner sensing, and your inner and all this. But we're not going to get bogged down with the clairs, because honestly, you can ask people around me when they're like, "Oh, what clair are you? Are you clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognizant?" I'm like, "What? Like what? Like let's no. I don't believe in labeling things with clairs, like, oh, you clear this, you clear that, whatever, because we all are intuitive. We all have this ability. Certain aspects of what we know is dialed up. Like some of us, not just some of us, like for example me, my knowing is a stronger intuitive channel. I just know certain things, and I don't know how I know it. I just know it, and I don't question how. I never question the how, because I know it is coming from God. and it's coming from a higher source. That means that's how I know these things. I also sometimes see things. I sometimes hear things. I sometimes feel things. So to say that somebody, to ask them, oh, what clears somebody, I feel it's kind of just a little bit of a slap in the face, because you are all of it. You are all and one. So one aspect might be 50%. You're like 50% of the time you use this, 20% this, 20% this, 5% this, 5% that. Doesn't matter. Or it might be like the 5% might be stronger today. It changes like every day. It's different. It just depends on the frequency at which you are communicating at. That means that is what comes through easier. If my knowing channel is open, then that's what I'm going to be sensing today. Or if I'm feeling more today, it's just your ways of communicating. At the end of the day, it is honestly just your way of communicating. It's your energetic way of communicating with everything else around you. So I know that's a little bit, we went a little bit crazy over that one, but no, we didn't. We just are. So okay. So to backtrack to intuition, I kind of feel like a lot of the episodes I'm like backtracking, like let's go back, but it is. It's just, this is, as you guys know, I talk as the messages come through me, and that's what I share with you as it comes through me. So understanding tuition is literally, it's not something that you should be scared of or afraid of or feel like it's getting so like really spiritual. It is just, honestly, it is really beautiful. It is really fantastic thing. And as I said, we are all born with intuition. We're all born with this. We all have this ability. We can all communicate with spirit. Some of us are a little bit more closed off because of things that happened in our lives. Some of us are just more open, and it's just understanding the energetic frequency of things around you. And I encourage you to actually just take a minute, and just sit and go, even if, okay, let's just do it right now. While we're doing this, just take a minute to just go, and just be calm. And let's just take a few seconds to just calm and listen to what you hear. And if you start hearing like, oh, I'm hearing the rubbish truck, or I'm hearing the kids, whatever, just go past it and go, I'm hearing it. You see it there. Just take it and just swish it. Just swish it. It's like, okay, I hear you, but I'm going to push you to the side. I'm going to just close off that little bit and listen to what else is going on. So let's just do that for a second. Let's be calm. Breathe in and out. And we set this time to just open the channel, just to exercise our intuitive muscle a little bit more, just to listen to what is being said and what wants to come through. And it's okay if nothing wants to come through now. We are just setting the intention to just be open a little bit more, to open our intuitive channels, to open our lines of communication more and effectively. So we're just going to sit in this moment and just breathe into it. Breathe in and out. And breathe in and breathe out. Shutting off any outside distraction, outside noise. Just put it to the side in our mind. Breathe in and breathe out. And just sit with it for a little bit. Just sit there in that moment. We're just going to slowly open our eyes again. Wasn't that just awesome? And if you didn't hear anything right then, it's okay. Take this practice and do it again when you've got a little bit more time, when you've got a little bit more freedom. I encourage you to do that, because the energies of intuition is just a muscle. It's just a muscle we want to stretch, and something that you want to just keep on regularly doing, and just sitting there and start hearing and start listening in and hearing what you're hearing and what comes up or what may bubble up. And If you have things that come up, journal them, like write them down. Write down what it is that you're seeing, feeling, hearing, knowing. Yeah, write it down and start building that muscle. Start building that muscle and opening up that lines of communication. Okay? Anyway, guys, it has been so lovely talking to you. I love it. I love it. I honestly love our chats. I love being able to talk to you and communicate with you and just share with you a little bit on this Uncharted soul journey. So, as always, let me know what's going on, what you're feeling. Actually, more so with this episode, let me know what's the first thing you heard, what happened when you started flexing your intuitive muscle. Let me know. I'd love to know. As always, love our conversations, and I can't wait to see you and talk to you on the next one. Love you. Bye.